Hello, everybody. Good afternoon. You still there? Everyone is here?
Yes.
Okay, good. Where is the group? All right, like this. Okay, so we start the class right now. So I will try to make it short. Never mind. I know the timetable, the new one is very tight schedule and then very compact. But never mind. I try to make it short and concise. And after that, I will give you some exercise to do lah. Yeah? So everyone is here. About how many? 20? 20. Only 20. All right. Before that, um, I hope you already joined my new group. Yeah? Because I already create a new group for you, only for 2 alpha science, and then let the teacher or the 2 beta uh, in the original group lah. Maybe they want to stay at that group. It's never mind. But I hope all of you can join my new group. And then maybe you can also try to invite your friend also lah. You try to check the member list there, and then if you have their phone number or their ID on Telegram, make sure you also invite them to join our new science Telegram channel for 2 Alpha for 2021. Because I see many of you invite your own friend. Yes, very good. For example, Kayan, you already add Ziying. Okay, never mind. Thank you very much. Okay, so it's not. I think I will. I don't want to mix the class lah, because this is only the class for 2 alpha. If I have any information, it is easier for me to manage the class, because only you 2 alpha only inside the Telegram group. Okay, I hope you understand lah. All right, and then for the for the old group, someone okay. Excuse me. For the old group, the combined class 2 alpha and 2 beta, it's up to you whether you want to join that group, you want to stay at that group, or you can leave that group. It's all up to you. But make sure you join my group first lah. You join my group first, and then you can leave that group. Maybe I will let the 2 beta teachers to manage their own group. Or maybe they have another group. I don't know, because for you 2 alpha, this make sure you join my group. All right, so we look at the timetable, the new timetable. Okay, I will try to share it with you. Windows. Okay, can you see it? Can you see my screen sharing? My presentation.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Very good. Thank you very much. So this is our class, the new timetable starting 1st March 2021. All right. So we have altogether 3 meetings per week, and then consists of 3.5 hour or 7 lesson per week. Okay. If you look at the timetable similar to the normal timetable. Okay. Start from 7:30 all the way to 2 p.m. 7:30 in the morning all the way to 2 p.m. but it is not entirely online. Yeah. For example, today to Alpha, my class, my science class start at 12:30 until 2 p.m. for 1.5 hour. Okay, for 1.5 hour. It is not it is not the whole time 1.5 hour I will do the online class. No. Okay, maybe I will do online class for about 30 minutes or 40 minutes only, and then the rest of the time you try to do my exercise. And then if you have any question like usual during that time frame, during that time period, 12:30 to 2 p.m, you can ask me a question, or if you have anything to ask, you can ask me during that time. Meaning that not entirely 1.5 hour you are sitting there watching your smartphone or watching the computer and okay, can you understand me? Not entirely lah 1.5 hour doing online class, because I know your previous class also got also many class so packed, right? So this is the time. Okay, that's why today I start a little bit late, about 12:45, 12:50 in the afternoon. Okay, because we have ample of time. Okay, if you look at our timetable, starting on Tuesday, 12:30 for 1.5 hour, and then on Wednesday, Wednesday we start at 9 to 10 p.m. for 1 hour. And then also our next class for the week is on Thursday. Okay, Thursday also for 1 hour, start at 10:30 in the morning. Can you understand this? Boleh faham tak? Okay. Hello.
Aguskan.
Okay, boleh faham ya? Okay, can you? Okay, never mind. So this is our timetable, our meeting for the week. Okay, until further notice lah. Until further notice. If they have any changes in this timetable, but I think maybe until the reopening of the school lah, for about next month, for about 3 weeks. You will stick with this timetable. Okay, but never mind. I will try to make it. I will try to make it as what we call as simple, and then as concise and fast as I can. Right? Thank you. So we start the class. Okay. Can you see my presentation? New presentation?
Yes.
Okay, good. Also, you can open, maybe later or now, you can open your textbook page. Thank you, Yingtong and all. Page 46. Okay, page 46. New chapter for today. We are still in themes number 1. We are still in the themes number 1, that is maintenance and the continuity of life. Okay, if you still remember, themes number 1 consists of 3 chapters. Okay, themes number 1 consists of, sorry, not 3 chapters, 4 chapters. So we have already finished chapter number 1, biodiversity. Chapter number 2 also short topic, short chapter for chapter number 2, ecosystem. And then we are going to learn chapter 3, nutrition. Okay, if you still remember, chapter 1, chapter 2, most of the content we learn about the plant and animal. You still remember? Yeah, for example, biodiversity, the classification of organism, and then in chapter 2 you learn about ecosystem, the habitat, the community, the population, and then the species, habitat, and so on and so forth. All right, you will learn it about you in chapter 1, chapter 2. Mostly we learn about animal and plant, their interaction, type of species, and everything else, right? So in chapter 3, we are going to learn about ourselves. We are going to learn about one very important process and one very important system in human, okay, that is nutrition. Okay, inside chapter 3 also we will learn about the one of the important system in human, that is human digestive system. Okay, so chapter 1, 2, 3, and 4 is about the study about the living organism. Okay, can you understand this? Boleh faham?
Can.
Okay, very good.
Understand.
Okay, very good. Thank you for your response. So I continue. All right. So 3.1, we learn about nutrition. Nutrition is what? Nutrition is we learn about the things that we eat. Okay, the food. We learn about the food and then how our body process the food. Okay. Number one, very common question. If I ask you why we need to eat, anybody? You can write chatting there. Why we need to eat? Yes?
Okay.
Energy.
Wei Xiang? Yes. Excuse me for one. Okay, Wei Xiang, very good. And then who else? Um, all right, okay, never mind. Okay, Wei Xiang, and then the rest of you, okay. We need energy, all right? Yes, it is correct. That's why we need to take food. That's why we need to eat food, because we need energy. Energy for what? Energy for our daily activity. Okay, for example, right now you are awake and then you are studying online. Although you are just sitting there, hear me, and then look at the book and then do the exercise or whatever, it still need a amount of what we call amount of energy. So in this chapter, we need to learn about what is the type of food and then what is the classes of food we need to take in order for us to get the energy and other thing also. Okay, this is most important, because the most important things we eat because we need to get the energy. Energy for what? Energy for doing our daily activity. All right. Even when we are sleeping, okay, maybe some of you think that, oh, when we are sleeping, do we use energy? We use energy or no when we are sleeping during the night?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
of course. Yes, very good. Yeah, we are also what we call using energy, but maybe the quantity of energy we use during our sleep is less. Okay, depending on the activity also. If you have to do a rigorous activity, very active activity, you need more energy. In order to get more energy, you need to eat more food. All right, and then for those who are sedentary or doing the less active activity, maybe you will need less energy, and maybe you try to less your consumption of food. Yeah. Okay. Continue. Classes of food. I will skip this. Okay. This is the most important thing. All right. The classes of food you need to remember, there are seven. Sorry, there are seven classes of food you need to remember. Okay, carbohydrate, protein, fat, vitamin, mineral, fiber, and water. Make sure you remember the seven classes of food. Okay, so we go one by one. What is mean by carbohydrate? The things that you need to remember here is the function of the classes of food. Okay, I will highlight it for you. The function, for example, the rest of the information maybe you can read later. Yeah, I will only highlight the important ones only, right? Okay, supplies a lot of energy. Okay, this is what we call, if I can write here, this is the function or the purpose of the first class carbohydrate. Okay, supplies a lot of energy. Okay, supplies a lot of energy. And then what else? Example of carbohydrate. Okay, example of carbohydrate here is starch, glycogen, and cellulose. Okay, starch found in the food stored in the plant. Glycogen, okay, food stored in an animal. Okay, and then cellulose is the carbohydrate that form the cell wall of plant. Okay, so number one, function, and number two, the example of food. That's all you need to remember. Okay, all the technical one, I think you just read it. Right? Example of food. Example of food rich in carbohydrate: banana, rice, bread, potato, honey, sugar. Okay, very simple, right? Huh? Okay, this is very simple. I think you already learned this in your primary school, but never mind. We just doing some what we call recall back what you already learned. Yeah. Function number one, you remember the function, and then the example of food. Okay, right? Okay, we go number two, protein. Classes number two is protein. So what is the function of protein? Got to growth and repair damaged tissue. This is the function of protein. Number one, growth, and number two, to repair damaged tissue in the body. Okay, growth number one, and repair damaged tissue. Right? So this is the importance of what we call protein. All right. So what else? The other function of protein also here to synthesize enzyme, hormone, and antibodies. Okay, synthesize means it want to produce the enzyme, hormones, and antibodies. What is enzyme? Enzyme is the chemical substance excreted from inside our body. Hormone also, yeah? Enzyme and hormone. For example, the very famous enzyme inside your saliva, ileo. Yeah? When you eat, there is an enzyme inside the saliva. That is an example of enzyme. And then enzymes need protein in order to synthesize them. In order to synthesize or produce the enzyme, you need protein. Protein is the second what we call one of the very, very important nutrient you need to have in order to what we call to live healthy. Protein. Okay. Example of food: chicken, nuts, seafood, meat, egg, and also what is this? What is the boys being drinking? Milk. Okay, because it helps the growth, and then it will help us to what we call repair the damaged tissue. Okay, can understand? And then what else? Okay, here, this is the example of disease. Okay, the disease that may happen when the people eat less protein or they have protein deficiency. Protein deficiency mean here okay, maybe on their diet has what we call less protein. Kwashiorkor. The name of the disease is kwashiorkor. Okay, but this is only maybe happen to the country that what we call famine country lah. Negara-negara yang kekurangan makanan. Why they have less food? Maybe because of the war, and then maybe because of the weather, the extreme weather, the long drought, kemarau yang panjang or whatsoever. They lack of protein, so they have this type of disease. But this is very, very rare disease, very rare disease, except for certain area or certain country that do not have enough food. Okay, do not have enough food. They will what we call the children may have kwashiorkor, right? So next one, fat. Okay. Class number 3 is fat. Okay, this one I will skip. You can write the function. You can remember high energy source and storage. Okay, this is function number 1. It also gives you the energy, same like carbohydrate. But what is the difference? Carbohydrate give you fast or very what we call quick energy. But fat, maybe when you fat give you energy also, but much slower, because it will get the energy from the fat storage. Okay, when there is so much fat inside the body, it will store the fat. Usually where? Di mana biasanya disimpan. That's why when the person, fat person for example, orang yang berbadan gemuk ini kan, they store the fat where? Inside the belly, at the belly, under the arm. You see so many fat there. Excess fat. Okay, that's what we call by excess fat. The fat here may be used for energy when the person did not get the enough carbohydrate. Carbohydrate, fast energy. Okay, that's why when you are running, for example, where you are doing PJ, where you are doing sport event, you are running, and then you drink what we call sweet drink. Then you can feel suddenly or very relief because of the sugar inside the drink will give you some extra energy, or fast energy, from the carbohydrate, right? So the second one is the function of fat is to protect the organs. And then number 3, a transporter of vitamin. And number 4, heat insulator. Okay, so altogether we have here 1, 2, 3, and 4 function of fat here. Okay, transporter of vitamin. Transporter means we want to carry the vitamin, we need the fat. And heat insulator to keep ourselves warm, right? Okay, example of fat: butter, coconut oil, palm oil, and groundnut. Okay, can okay, contain higher cholesterol. All right. Next one is vitamin. Vitamin, you just remember maintain good health. That's all. Okay, maintain good health, and then it can be divided into 2: water soluble vitamin and fat soluble vitamin. And then the example of vitamin for water soluble B and C, and then for fat soluble vitamin A, D, E, and K. How many vitamin? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 vitamin. Yeah, vitamin A, B, C, and then D, E, and K. Okay, right. And then the example of food rich in vitamin: milk, meat, fruits, and vegetables. Very easy one. This one, right. Next one. What happens if you has lack of vitamin? Number 1, the importance. Number 2, and then where is the sources of vitamin? Each of the vitamin, yeah, A, B, C, D, E, and K. I think for this one, you can read it for yourself. Maybe if you have access to the internet, maybe you can search for this word, beriberi, anemia, scurvy, ricket. This is example of vitamin deficiency. If they take less vitamin, this is the what we call the symptom or the disease that they can get. All right. Okay, this one I will skip, and then I just ask you to read it for yourself. Is it okay for vitamin? Okay, next one. All right, very good. Next one is fiber. Fiber is number what? Number 5 or number 6? Fiber is number, the next one lah. Okay, never mind. Fiber function is stimulate peristalsis. To stimulate peristalsis. Okay. very easy for you to remember. To prevent constipation. They stimulate peristalsis to prevent constipation. So what is constipation? Constipation is the, very hard to pass motion because the excrete, or the what we call the stool ataupun najis itu terlalu keras. Okay, you go to the toilet, you want to pass motion or pass bowel, you understand ni? You pass bowel, untuk buang air besar lah in BM, to pass motion, pass bowel, a bit hard because the stool ataupun najis itu, alright, or the excretion, the product of the food is very hard. That's why you need to eat fiber to soften it, untuk bagi dia lembut sedikit. Okay, so where is the sources of food that is high in fiber? Of course, vegetables, grain, and fruit, high in fiber. Because fiber cannot be broken down, fiber cannot be digested by our stomach. So it will be what we call one of the byproduct of the digestion. It soften a bit the stool or the excretion. Okay, najis itu je lembut, so you can easily buang air besar, easily pass motion, or pass bowel, right? Okay, fiber. That's why people who do not like, dislike to eat vegetable, or do not like to eat fruit, they have problem, because they the stool najis mereka very hard, they cannot pass motion. Okay. Next one is mineral. All right. The next one class of food is mineral, is what we call function. Okay, small quantities to regulate body process and to maintain health. This is the function of mineral. Regulate body process and then to maintain the health. It is just like a vitamin, Dia macam vitamin juga. You just need to take very small quantity only, okay, in order to have to maintain the health. Just like the minerals. So example of food, salt and seafood here. Okay, right. This is also, we have a few type of mineral: calcium, sodium, iron, iodine, phosphorus, and potassium. The sources, their importance, and what happen if we eat less of them. We call it an effect of deficiency. Deficiency means you take it less. Kamu kurang makan ini. Alright. For example, calcium, the deficiency of record will resulted in disease. We call it rickets, osteoporosis, muscle cramp, anemia, goiter, and then the rest of the information. All right, but you only need to eat small quantity only. So make sure you understand where the sources, they are important, and their efficiency. Their deficiency, the effects of deficiency. Okay. And then the last one, not least, is water, right? The water. Water very important. Why? Chemical solvent and transportant of medium of nutrient. And number 3, regulates body temperature. These are the importance of water. Okay. And then what is the sources of water? Fruit juice, watermelon, or just daily plain water that you take every day for about how many? 8 glasses. Recommended 8 glasses per day, or 2 liters of water. But depend on the situation also lah. But right now, for example, very hot condition, like hot weather, so maybe you can take more. But if you take the water, don't worry, because you still remember in Form 1, the maintenance, the what we call homeostasis, Form 1. If there is too much water, and then you need to what? You have the urgency. You need to you need to, you know what we call pass urine. Yeah, you need to have a pee. You need to go to the toilet if your body detect too much water. But if not enough water, what happened? You already remember, right? In Form 1. I think chapter 1, chapter 2 or chapter 3, not chapter 2. Chapter 3, I think. Huh? The what we call the importance of water. One of it is to regulate body temperature. Because our body, 60% of our body consists of water. Okay? Make sure to have or to take enough water, not too much and not too much and not too low. Okay, but never mind, our body, if too much water, you need to pass urine or there is a sweat, right? As I'm talking right now, saya bercakap sekarang. Also water, maybe about 10 to 15% of the water content inside our body is removed by our breathing. Nafas, kita bernafas pun boleh keluar, air itu boleh keluar, in the form of what? In the form of water what? Water vapor. In the form of water vapor also, That's why it's very important for you to take enough water, apart from the others type of classes of food, right? So next one, activity. I will start the activity when you come back to the school next month. Hopefully next month you come back to the school, we will do the activity. Okay, right now I just explain you the theory only. Okay, so page 51, I will skip 51, and then 52 I will also skip, and then okay, that's all for today lah, So we'll finish 3.1. Like usual, I need you to do formative practice 3.1. Okay, and then how about your workbook? What type of workbook you use? Wait, sometimes I forgot. 2 alpha. Oh, SPS book. All right. Okay, so I will stop here. I will give you the instruction for the exercise on your textbook and for your group and in your workbook later. Okay, but today lah, maybe after this. Okay, I will stop here. Right. So any problem? If you have any problem, like usual, you can ask me on the Telegram group. Right. So the video recording for the class today, and then the assignment or the exercise I will give you later. Okay, class? Is it okay?
Okay.
Okay, very good. Okay, never mind. Okay, very good. So we stop the class here. So we meet again next class lah, Okay, thank you. You can leave the class now. Bye-bye.
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 Thank you, teacher.
Thank you. Oh, very fast today. Never mind. All right, thank you. Thank you.